Say.
Understand that from the tricks of the ego that he's coming to her like that. He said it's not the same thing, but it's...
You see it happening all the time. The mind, when it's controlled by the ego, when the desires take over, you know what is right and what is wrong. Between the right and there's wrong, and there is something that is in between, it is suspicious. And the rule in Shariat, more, and in Tariqat, it is even more. Within something that is suspicious, leave it. If it's something suspicious, leave it. You're not supposed to be suspicious. Well, this is a gray area. Let me try to take this side or this side. No, leave that. But the mind that is controlled, the self that is controlled by the ego, and controlled by the desire, it always wants to go to the gray area as much as it can to something that is forbidden. Why? It knows what is haq and it knows what is batil. It does. If it doesn't know, it's going to make that judgment, that decision, without any knowledge. Okay? And maybe you're going to be immediately forgiven because you don't know. You don't know. Just like the child who doesn't know and is making a mistake, but it doesn't mean that the mistake, he's going to get away from it too. Child doesn't know if he jumps off, he's going to hurt himself. Father says, don't jump. Mother says, don't jump. He jumps. Father and mother says, you have wronged me because I gave you an order. Correct? Father and mother may forgive, but the jump is not going to forgive you. The jump is not going to forgive you. This is what? Now, this is another whole life, existence to what you have caused. You have caused that existence now. Before that, it was in the realm of possibility. So you cannot run away from that now. That is the child, may be forgiven. And in reality, children jump all the time and they never get hurt. Most of the time, I'm talking about, correct? Or they fall down. Oh, adults, if you fall down one time every day, you're done. 7 days, you finish. Just to fall down, correct or no? Forget about jumping according to your body height. You just fall down. Yeah, poof, you fall down. You fall down every day for 7 days, you're done. You finish. You'll die. But children, they fall down 40 times a day. Nothing happens to them. Because now they're in a position of what? What? They are protected, yeah, because they are masoom. But when Allah has said, this is haq and this is batil, run to haq, don't run to batil, and you know, but you're just trying to be slick and trying to commit what your ego wants, but still you can argue that it is haq. First argument is coming from shaitan. First argument. Where the mu'min, the prophets, and the believers, they say we hear and we obey. So what is it in us that is going to be making that slick? That slickness, no one can give any excuse. The reason why you want to become slick is because you know that it is wrong and you want to become slick. So simple thing. So many times Shaykh Effendi would say something, it is clear, everyone is seeing it, but the person says, oh, I thought it means something else. is starting to make what? Tafsir. Tafsir. Interpretation. Interpretation according to who? According to Shaykh Effendi? No. Because Shaykh Effendi may say something and he may interpret what he says. Correct? Of course, he does that all the time. No, you're not. Shaykh Effendi is saying something. And who is it who is interpreting? Those ones, the wakils that he has given the authority? No. Then who? Those senior murids? No. Then who? Oh, you're not taking any of that, but you're making it by yourself. And still, the mind will say this is wrong. The mind is not the one who is making the mistake. The mind still says this is wrong. But then you have to shut that mind up. You have to quash it. You have to choke it. Then you have to just say, oh, this is what I think it is. So that interpretation, this is what people are running these days to do. Because they are not taking knowledge. They are not trained to take knowledge. They're not trained to give knowledge. They're not trained from those ones who have been trained. But everyone is just giving their own opinion. What do they gain? Nothing. They only gain the fire. If Shaykh Effendi is not giving us the order to speak, I will not speak. If he's not giving us the order of giving, so I will not. It's not that easy to do it. You're responsible for so many things. Why am I making my life to be worse? So the spirit is very careful. The ego, it is very reckless. The spirit is careful looking, am I pleasing my Lord or not? The ego is saying, I must please myself. And when the spirit is confirmed that this action, it is pleasing to his Lord, he doesn't look left or right. He doesn't swerve his vision. He goes straight. In reality, when you do something for the sake of your ego, you turn around every which way to see whether it is something that is accepted or not. Not by Allah, but by the rest of creation. Huh? By the rest of creation. If you're doing something for the sake of Allah, and you believe that Allah is happy with it, who cares what the whole of creation is saying? But if you're doing something because your ego likes it, but you're not pleasing Allah, those ones that Allah loves and they love Allah, Allah is going to say that one is a disobedient one. And even if the whole world saying you are good, you're doing good, you're still going to feel that rotten, empty feeling inside. It's never going to be at ease. Astaghfirullah. May Allah keep us always under the feet of our Shaykh, inshallah. And to be careful in pleasing Allah, and for us to be strong in running towards the pleasure of Allah. For us to be weak, inshallah. To be strong against our ego. And to fight against the desire and against the shaitan. And shaitanic people also. That when shaitanic people, they are surrounding us, we don't look left or right. We only look to the direction that is holding the pleasure of Allah. Wa min Allahu tawfiq al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, Rashka, anything else? Any other questions? Okay, we didn't pray Isha yet. We're going to pray. Inshallah, I will see you tomorrow if Allah gives us life. Al-Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum. Everyone to get ready, close the curtains.